Hey y'all. Alright, here we are. We're over here doing a maintenance for there it is, another old York my dad put in. I know y'all probably getting tired of hearing me say that, but you know, after 30 years of doing this, he's got quite a few of them out there. And this system is actually hooked on to a train indoor section, an older train indoor section, an old gas furnace and an old evaporator. And he had just swapped out the condenser when he did this one. They've got a brand new York system on the other side of the house that we put in not too long ago, an affinity system, and we'll get it's 410A, and we'll get over there and check that one out after this one. But we're just doing the maintenance, going through all your normal procedures. We're gonna clean this coil up a little bit. We're checking our refrigerant right now. I'm fixing to go inside and get my wet bub and then come back out here and do my dry bub and see if we're a little low on refrigerant, what needs to be done. I think it is going to be a little low, but that's pretty much it for that. We're going to go ahead and take some amp draws real quick. And I tell you what, another thing I see, this is what maintenance is all about. See that burnt wire right there? That baby is going to fry out at any moment. So we are going to cut that wire. We're going to kill the power, and we're going to cut that wire loose and put a new set of contactors on here. That's what maintenance is all about, guys. Okay, well, let me get going and I'll get back with y'all. Okay, y'all, I went to the truck and I'm out of contactors, so I've got to make a run and go get me some contactors. This time I load up my truck anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and perform the rest of the stuff. I'm going to take some amp draws off the compressor and, all that good stuff. So we're calling for the run load amps on the panel is a 13.5, and as you can see there, we're at 8.3, 8.2. So we're good. We're good there. Let's take a look at the fan here. The data plate's kind of in a awkward position. The fan motor is full load amps, 0.8. So what we'll do is we'll catch a fan motor wire right here, and we are at 0.78, so almost at 0.8, but under what the data plate calls for. So we'll be good. And now I'm gonna have to go inside to kill the power because there's no disconnect out here, unfortunately, so I have to go inside and kill the breaker, and then we will check the capacitor, and we'll check, I would say we check the resistance on the coil of the contactor, but we're going to change the contactor because of, that right there. So we're not going to worry about checking resistance because I'm going to change this contactor out. And I still haven't went in. Let me go run inside and get my wet bub and get a dry bub out here, and then we'll get back with y'all. We'll check the refrigerant charge. Hey y'all. Okay, I went inside and got my wet bub, and I got my dry bub out here, and as you can see, our target superheat is 25.6. I thought this thing was going to be a little low on refrigerant, but I'm not going to jack with it because we're within 5. According to the slide rules, like Zach, I know you used to use them before you got your S-Mans, that are the other superheat subcool method you were using, and it says plus or minus 5 degrees. So we're at 28 degrees of superheat, and our target superheat is 25.6. So I'm gonna let her go. I'm not gonna touch her. I mean, to me, that's in the ballpark. They say plus or minus 5 degrees, and that's where we're at. And actually, the damn thing just cut off. The customer probably cut it off, but we were within our 5 degrees. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go kill the power, and we are going to change this contactor and cut this wire back and restrip it and check the capacitor. Amp draws on the compressor are showing good. The amp draws on the fan motor are showing good. So all in all, this system's in this little condenser here is in fairly good shape. These were some good units, really good units right here. A lot better than what York makes today. So I guess before I make a run, we'll go slap the S-Mans on the 410A system and make sure she's up to par before we leave and go get anything, just in case we would have to get something for it. But I really don't see that happening, but you know, you never know. So alright, well, we're gonna go check out the other one. We'll get back with y'all. Okay, y'all, here we are, same house, system number 2. This is the York Affinity, but this is a 13 SEER. It's a 3S. This one we put in right when we became Israel Air Conditioning and Heating. When we left the other company that my dad was co-owner of, this was actually, I want to say this is the first system that we put in for ourselves. You know, after we left that other company that he was co-owner of. This unit is running on a TXV, so we're going to have to subcool it. And York is weird. They're not like Train or some of the other brands that just have your subcooling rating. You actually still have to go inside and get a damn indoor wet bulb and do your dry bulb out here, and then it'll tell you what your liquid line pressure and what your subcooling is supposed to be right there in parentheses. So I'm going to go inside and get another wet bulb and get a dry bulb out here, and we'll see what the subcooling is supposed to be today. And she should be dialed in though. We'll but you know, that's why we got the S-Mans now. So we'll check it out. Okay, we'll get back to y'all. Okay, y'all, here we go. We went inside, our wet bulb was 68, and our dry bulb out here is 75. Okay, so here we go. Outdoor ambient. We're gonna go right here, 75. I hope y'all can see that. Then we're gonna slide over. There is no 68, but there is a 67. So we're gonna slide down here to 75. It says that, God, I know that probably looks blurry to y'all, but it says right there that the liquid line pressure should be 301 with a 14-degree subcool. So let's go over to the S-Man. We've got 296 on the liquid line pressure and 14.3 on subcool. So, and look, there it goes to 300. So to me, that it ain't gonna get no better than that. This thing is charged. So it's not gonna get no better than that. It's charged up. Now we're gonna have to cut it off because, you know, this is a 3-way coil. You can't take the door off when it's running. I mean, you can, but your charge is gonna get all messed up. And we're gonna go through the electrical components just like any other unit, even though it's brand new. You know, this is maintenance. These people pay for maintenance. I'm gonna give them maintenance, even though it's brand new. I'm gonna go through these contactors and these capacitors, just like I did on that back unit I showed y'all. That's probably 15 years old. I know this one's only about 2 years old, but we're gonna clean it. We're gonna go through the electrical components. We're gonna go through the electrical components just like it would be a 15-year-old system, because that's how I do it. If I charge my customers for maintenance, I give them maintenance. And I know that all my good buddies out here do the same thing. So I enjoy talking to y'all. All my good buddies, Fritz and Zach and Nick and all of y'all. Dallas. I know y'all are the same way. So I just wanted to shoot some video today on this maintenance, and thank y'all for watching.